Still saying that. Well, let's see what Rumble's doing. Yeah, see, it's doing that again. It's like freaking out. Okay, it says we're connected on both, so that's at least better than last time. Last time I was saying we weren't connected. Okay, all right. I think we're in. I'm going to click this one. I'm kind of annoyed that it's not showing.
It doesn't say on my phone that you're live.
Is there anybody in the chat from YouTube?
It says there's 5 people.
Hey.
All right, okay.
So we are live.
Well, I need to monetize
Well,
this
it doesn't say, it
anyways.
still says waiting for sobering stories, but it says there's 5 people waiting.
Well, I don't know. It should be good. On my end, it is showing that it's good, so I'm just going to let it maybe catch up. We're
Yeah.
definitely live on Rumble. Let's go back to my channel here. Sorry, thanks for bearing with us, you guys. I don't know what.
I wonder if the internet is
Okay,
just
it looks like
acting
it's
up.
working. You just need to refresh your page. It's on there.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, catch up. Oh, look,
Yeah.
we're going to start echoing.
Oh, great. Why does it do that?
Because I had the sound on the live stream for the YouTube for like the live stream we're doing. So it was playing through my computer.
Mm.
Yo, Hannah, what is up? What is up?
Hello.
Hannah Banana, what up?
Yeah, maybe I should. Okay, cool. Well, I think it's finally updated everything too. It was like showing the thumbnail finally.
Yay. Okay, yeah, I think it is working. Welcome in, everybody.
Sick.
Welcome back. Welcome in to those who have not been here before. We are doing another Sobering Stories live with DJ Petrovsky.
Whoa. It's way delayed on there. Hang on.
Mm.
I'm going to try and catch it up
What?
so that we can see what is actually happening right here.
Oh, on Rumble?
Yeah, this is just like the live stream on Rumble. It's like a slight delay, but it was like 15 seconds behind. I was like, whoa. Okay, cool. Well,
All right.
All right, so we got DJ Petrovsky,
yo,
your host.
What's up, Sobers?
Special guest DJ Haas Photography.
What's up, everybody?
house,
I'm back. I'm always back.
And DJ Kimbo Slice.
DJ Kimbo Slice.
Oh my goodness. So, tonight, we're talking about all things dolphin related.
We're talking about dolphins tonight. Dolphin related content.
Yeah. Why, you may ask?
Dolphin-related content. If you haven't searched dolphin-related content in the last 20 days, then you're in for a real treat.
Yeah.
Well, even if you have, you're still in for a real treat. You know why?
Why?
Because that's why.
Because that's why.
Because Gerald said so.
Gerald.
Gerald.
Have you guys...
I was like, whoa, what was that?
Yep. Have you guys ever been kidnapped by a dolphin named Gerald before?
No, but I've thought about hoping that would happen one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to get kidnapped by a dolphin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, I definitely have been kidnapped by dolphins. It really ruined my Mexico vacation with my grandparents.
Oh, what?
You didn't
my
go
gosh.
swimming with dolphins.
No, I didn't get to go swimming with dolphins. I got too drunk. I was so hungover and slept through swimming with dolphins. Made my whole family really mad. So I
don't
missed
know.
out on the dolphins. But who knows? I could have been abducted and forced to build in Atlantis. So maybe I was the lucky one.
Honestly, it's just one of those things. It's a niche hobby. It's a niche activity.
Yeah.
Was it fun?
It was fun. It was definitely fun, for sure.
I just would love to see a dolphin. I feel like it'd be cool to like try and connect with it because I know that they're intuitive and they kind of telepathically communicate is what I think, like from what I hear.
I just like touching them for the most part, honestly.
Okay, dude. All right. Keep
Sounded
your
terrible.
personal stuff to yourself.
Sounded terrible. But they do feel freaking wild. Blubbery and weird.
Blubbery.
Slippery, slimy.
Well, myself, as well as the rest of the internet, was also abducted by dolphins last month. There was an interesting story circulating. I'm sure you guys have heard at least bits and pieces of it, right?
Of the Gerald story?
Yeah.
I haven't. I the only thing I know is literally I made the thumbnail and I needed to know what I was making a thumbnail about. Like I didn't want to just put like a bunch of dolphins on there.
Yeah, Nick
So I
was,
briefly looked into it just to see like what I was doing, but that's it. I just got like a general synopsis of who Gerald is.
Yeah.
Nick was telling me a little bit about it today.
Yeah, so who the F is Gerald and why did he kidnap a guy for 3 days? Well, you can kind of get different answers depending on who you ask. So Grok will give you an answer, and then I was doing research in different ways. You know, Google, good old Google, all reliable.
Google.
And Grok and TikTok, you know, social media. I feel like people always have great things to add to these stories. And in doing some research on TikTok, I found this, like, so far it's an 8-part series. The 8th part actually came out yesterday, which is kind of cool. And he's supposed to come out with one more part, and it's supposedly this guy that got kidnapped by dolphins. He's explaining his story.
Is there? I'm sure there's a video of it, right?
Yeah, he's like, it's like this anonymous, like, it's just basically a picture with like the outline of a person, and then it's his voice, him telling his story.
Mm-hmm.
And so far 8 parts, and he says he's going to come out with one more part where he gives away the map of how people can locate this place that he was taken to.
Man,
Yeah.
that's wild. I didn't realize it was that big of a thing.
Yeah, so let's get into it. The story goes that, the synopsis is just that this sunburned Floridian man from Lee County Beach is abducted by dolphins, and then he's found on the side of the road, and he's claiming...
Wait, I found a video. I don't want to spoil anything or like stop you, but I found one that says update: the FBI looking for Gerald the dolphin.
Oh yeah.
It's
We'll
5 minutes, so we don't have to watch the whole thing, but
Yeah, we'll have to watch that at some point.
sorry, go ahead.
So this guy, and this is according to the 7-part series. So he's supposedly like high ranking in the military, and this all took place in 2018 near his military base that they were doing some training at. And that, like, all of a sudden he was just immediately pulled into the water by his left foot, and taken to this cave. And he was able to breathe in the cave. Like, he wasn't underwater at that point. And he said the dolphins were just like staring at him, and then there was a bunch of kids in this cave.
What?
Yeah. And he's like, it was like a 40-foot tall cave and maybe as wide as a football field.
Oh.
And he's just like taking it all in. He like looks around, and he's like, he can see like this moss that's kind of illuminating the cave and kind of lighting it up. And he touches it, and whatever luminescent juices are all over the moss get on his hand. And he's like, what the heck is this? Like, where am I? And he's kind of starting to like, I don't know. He doesn't say like he's freaking out or anything. He's just kind of like, what's happening? And he's like, how do I get out of here? What do I do? And he's thinking, okay, I have 2 options. I can either go back in the water and go through the water, but then I have to face the dolphins again. And the dolphins just injured me. Like, I have a really bad injury on my left foot from them pulling me in. Or I go through the cave and try to like explore the cave and get out through this cave. And he's like, well, I don't want to go back to the dolphins, so I guess I have to go through the cave.
Can't go back to the dolphins.
Hannah said, hide your kids, hide your wife, because the dolphins are coming up in here and kidnapping everybody.
For real. We need Antoine Dotson to do a report on this. So he's immediately thinking,
There's
like,
a dolphin in Lincoln Park.
He's climbing in your beaches, snatching your people up.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
And he's looking around. He's like, this looks like some sort of like underground warehouse from the 1800s. Like, it looked very old, apparently. Like, I don't know. And so he starts to, like, hobble around and, like, explore the cave further and see if there's a way he can get out. And he comes upon, like, I don't know, like, the kids, they're constantly, I guess, walking up to him and bringing him tools, like wrenches, pieces of hammer, whatever else. And then he's walking and walking. He comes upon this generator, and he knew it was a generator because he worked on generators, but this generator was huge. He's like, it was at least 300 feet long. And any of the generators I'd ever worked on, like the biggest one that I had ever worked on was 20 feet long. Like, this was a huge generator. And he, like, is observing the generator and looking around, and he sees that there's pipes that go into the generator and, like, up into, like, the ceiling of the cave. And so he's kind of, like, deducing, okay, there must be some sort of building around. If there's pipes, like, it's leading to somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's kind of feeling more confident that he has a way out. And so he starts, like, walking some more. And he gets to this, like, old set of stairs, but they're, like, roughly 15 feet off the ground, and is like, okay, I can't reach those. Like, what can I do to reach those? And he looks around, and he sees, like, these bowls, apparently, that have, like, he's like, it looked like kelp or grass that the kids were occasionally, like, eating from. And he's like, they didn't look like, I don't know, like, reliable, or like that I would be able to use those. So he keeps going, keeps walking, hobbling around with his poor left foot that's hurt. And he gets about 3 miles deep, and he finds a tunnel that he can maybe go through. And he goes through this tunnel, and he sees a yellow light. And he gets to the yellow light, and he sees, like, this area with a bunch of, like, dumped shell and sulfur. And he's like, oh, maybe this is an old sulfur mine. Like, I guess that makes sense. And he's feeling more and more confident now that he can find a way out. And this is actually, like, a legitimate place. And he's not, like, I don't know, dreaming all of this up. And I guess he's, like, super good with direction. I don't know. And he's also familiar with this place. He said he used to, like, explore, like, the caves and, like, area as a kid. And so he starts to see this tunnel where he saw, like, familiar bricks that were in the tunnels that he would explore, or, like, the caves that he would explore as a kid. And so he's like, I'm going east, and then I see this other tunnel that I know goes north. And he's like, he goes to this one, and he's like, okay, well, if I go through here, it's, like, pitch black. He's like, if I go through here, I might get hurt because it's really dark. I might, like, what if there's, like, a ledge and I just fall off? Like, I have no light in here. He's, like, kind of just figuring out what he can do. He's like, well, I don't have any other options, so I'm going. And he gets to it, and he sees that there's a bunch of glass on the, like bottom of the floor of the tunnel. And he's like, okay, I can't do this. He's like, I don't have any shoes on. He's like, do I figure out something to, like, make a pair of shoes? What do I do with this? And then he sees, like, a whole stack of the, like, wooden bowls that the kids were eating out of. Like, he finds a whole stack of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts to use the one of the bowls to, like, scrape at the floor. He's scraping and scraping and scraping, and he's like, oh, like, I'm not getting anywhere with this. Like, the glass is just, like, in the floor. He's like, it looked kind of like an area that they, like, a dump site.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, whatever this factory or mine or whatever it was, this is where they dumped bottles or glass or something. I don't know. And so he's like, all right, now what do I do? Do I go back to, like, those stairs that I saw? Like, how am I going to reach them? And he's like, he started to use, like, the bowls, and when he would step on the bowls, they would split, because the wood was, like, old and rickety. So he started to fill them with mud, and, like, when he would fill them with mud and step on them, they would hold. And he does this, like he builds like a mountain or a hill for like 5 to 6 hours. And he's finally able to reach the stairs. And then at the top of the stairs, he's like in that tunnel, he sees that there's like a footprint, and he's like, oh, okay, so someone's been up here before, like, And then he starts to think like, okay, well, there's all kinds of kids. Like, I need to help these kids. So he's like, should I go back and like tell all these kids to come with me, or what do I do? He goes back to the kids, and they're all hanging out by this generator. And it kind of sounds like the kids didn't speak English, or I don't know. But he goes back to the kids and he's like, all right, come with me. Like, he motions with his arm, and they start to follow him. And he shows them like the hill that he built and the stairs. And he's like, all right, let's go up here. And they, I guess, all start to like argue amongst themselves. And they're like, no, like telling him they're not going to do that. And they start to like tug on his shorts and like say, no, you like come with us. Almost, and like giving him tools again, like almost as if they wanted him to like fix the generator or something.
Right.
And he's like super perplexed. He's like, okay, these kids don't seem like they're in danger. They just want help with this. They don't want to leave. Like, I'm just going to have to send help to them. I just have to get out of here.
Lord of the Flies stuff right there.
Is it?
It sounds like Lord of the Flies kind of stuff right there. Kids have their own little civilization down here, like tools, hanging out with dolphins, like.
Yeah, and this is what this story is saying is like, it's insane. First of all, they don't build anything. They don't have thumbs. What do they? It says, why do humans build shelters? Because it's raining or whatever. Are dolphins protecting themselves from the rain? No, it's already wet. Like, okay, that's not why. They probably want to build $1 million mansions because it's a status symbol for the dolphin, dude.
Yeah, they want to build $1 million mansions and they want to play GTA all day.
Also, what if dolphins are just some sort of mutated intelligent species that lives underwater? They do have their own cities and their own ecosystem.
They are super smart.
70% of the earth is water, bro.
Animorphs.
Animorphs, dude. Oh my God, that's a blast from the past. I've not thought about that since I thought about Goosebumps.
I know, right? Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hang on, there's this video right here. I was kind of curious.
Florida man claims to have been kidnapped by dolphins and forced to build an underwater city. The man was found early Monday morning on the side of a beach in Lee County, soaking wet, dehydrated, and confused. When deputies arrived, he was drawing detailed diagrams in the sand.
Whoa,
According to the man, a pod of dolphins took him while he was swimming and brought him to a place about 40 feet under the surface. He said they forced him to help build underwater structures. He told deputies the dolphins communicated with him using clicks. He said the group had a leader named Gerald who somehow helped him breathe underwater, possibly by creating an airspace. The man spent 3 days working on what he described as cities, towns, and condo-like structures. When the dolphins were satisfied with his work, they sent him back to the surface and told him they would return for phase 2. Medical staff treated him for dehydration, but found no signs of head injury or mental confusion. Tests showed seawater.
Oh, yeah. Hannah asked this earlier. Was he scuba diving? Is that why he was out there?
No, he was out near his military base. He's like high-ranking military, and they were out doing training. Pardon me, in the like water, like at the beach.
Well, you know he wasn't on drugs now.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Well, and if he's a high-ranking military official, that usually gives you a little more credibility.
Yeah.
Because your job usually rides on that, like your reputation in your job. Like, Sergeant Gerald, dude, you're out of here.
Howdy.
Water and marine particles in his lungs, suggesting he had been deep underwater for a long time with particles in his lungs, injury or mental confusion. Tests showed seawater and marine particles in his lungs, suggesting he had been deep underwater for a long time without typical lung damage.
That's weird, right?
I agree.
That's pretty wild.
Sage mentioned that the funniest part of this whole story is that the dolphin's name is Gerald.
I agree. Like, I'm not scared of some dolphin. Your name's Gerald? Back up, dude. You're not forcing me to do nothing. In fact, you get over here and you start building Atlantis for me.
Gerald over here is my dolphin friend. Told me to build him a civilization, and I don't know.
Can I call you Jerry?
I'm calling you Jerry.
This was unusual and raised questions for doctors. The man holds a master's degree in aerospace engineering and has experience with deep-sea technology.
He's got an aerospace engineering degree. This is no chum, dude. This guy knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Which he says is why the Dolphins chose him. Some people think the story is false, but the physical evidence has made others curious. Let me know what you think.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. At first, I was like, that's kind of dumb, but I didn't know the lung thing. That's a little interesting.
Yeah, so he reaches this, like, door in this tunnel to recap, he was able to reach those stairs. He gets to the top of the stairs. He goes through the tunnel. He reaches a door, and it's padlocked. So he's like, all right, well, I'll be able to find something. Like, those kids were handing me all kinds of tools. Like, there's going to be something. And it's strange because this is something I just noted, like, as I was listening to, like, the 7-part series. He's oddly specific and detailed about, like, certain things that really, like, I don't know, maybe don't matter or whatever. But that's kind of part of, like, what makes me think it could be real. So he says that he found a chest labeled Gardenier, and he found, like, a pry bar that he could use to get through the padlock. And so he gets through the padlock, like, he goes back through the tunnel, he gets through the padlock, and he gets into this building, and he's like, it looks like some sort of, like, abandoned, like, work, like, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of picturing, like, like a shop or something. And he steps outside, and he's like, I'm in no man's land. Like, there's nothing that I recognize. Yeah, I grew up in this area, and I look around, and, like, I'm like, okay, well, I guess I better start walking. And he starts to, like, traverse through, like, without any shoes, through, like, this rough terrain. And he finally reaches, he says, like, Highway 41, which I'm not familiar at all with Florida or anything, but. And then he flags someone down, and he gets to the hospital, and he's thinking, like, all right, I got to get back to, like, work so that I can tell, like, leadership what happened and get help for these kids. And he's like, this is when things get super weird. And I think, like, that's the end of part 7. And then part 8 that just came out, says,
before you go any
Wait,
further,
where are these parts?
TikTok. What were you gonna ask?
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, Scared Shiftless on here. It was like, what if he
Shiftless?
Yeah, Shiftless was like, what if he was late for work again for the 2nd or 13th time, and this is his
This
like
is
crazy
the story.
And so when you just said that when he got
All of
back
his
to work,
grandparents are dead already, so he doesn't have that one. So he's
I'm like, oh, so he did go back to work. This is
Yeah.
a crazy elaborate story. I gotta think of something today, man. I've used up
Also-
everything under the sun.
Did you talk about how he, like, what's the deal with this mugshot? Because right here it says, we checked with our newly implemented underwater construction investigation team and learned the dolphins of our oceans deny any involvement, which I thought was hilarious. They're just, like, making fun of him. But also, why did he get arrested?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, people are saying that this is completely, like, falsified and made up, that I don't know, like, where that image came from or anything. But
I still
so
just picture him being late to work.
Yeah.
Dude Hannah mentioned he went AWOL, and this was his story to the military. So he didn't get in trouble.
He's trying to get honorably discharged for mental disability or something. Yeah.
He's just come up with some good excuses, man.
he
You
was
have
like,
to use this.
this is what happened.
Also, Bia, I'm glad you got caught up. She was watching it in 3 times speed to catch up. So,
Hey,
yeah.
that's what's up.
All right, go
Let me
ahead.
know if you have any questions. So then he gets back to work, and he's like, there were these men there to, like, I don't know, it seems like do some sort of investigation on what happened. And they ask him what happened, and he's like trying to make sense of it all. He's like, it honestly doesn't even feel real at this point. So I responded with, I think I drowned and, like, had a bad dream. Like, I honestly don't know. And they're like, well, that's not possible because, like, one, your location eventually came up, and it was 3 miles away from where the training was. And second, there's no signs of, like, you drowning. Like, your lungs are okay and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, I just remember there being these kids that might need help. So, like, if that was all real, like, I think there's kids down there that need help. And they, I guess, just kind of, like, are ignoring his, like, I don't know, him begging kind of for them to like look into it and see if these kids need help. And they just kind of lead into like, well, you just need to sign an NDA basically and not talk about this ever again. And he's like, but what about these kids? Like, what? I don't understand. And
what about the kids?
yeah. And I guess they just keep making it clear to him that he's to never speak about it again. And he says, about a month later at work, this random man that he had never seen before shows up, and he puts his hand on his shoulder and is like, that's the old base. And he looks at him and is like, what old base? Like, he's so confused. He's like, so that place that he was at, he's like, it was at least 100 years old. Like, it was so old. Like, everything down there was crazy old stuff that I had never seen before.
BC.
Yeah. And he's like, I remember the name on the brick of the, like, that tunnel that I started to, like, felt familiar. And, I guess he was able to convince some people to, like, go back down with him. And he doesn't really, like, elaborate on that part. And then he just ends it off with, like, in my next part, I'm gonna give you guys a map.
So wait, this dude has his own TikTok and is
No.
sharing his story?
No, that's the thing.
Okay.
He said, so, like, he says in one of the parts, I can't remember which one, that he's tried to share his story for, like, 3 different times, and anytime he shares it, that his social media gets taken down and that they all get deleted. And he's like, so my friend said that I could try again, and so I'm posting on my friend's account. And yeah,
This is the one you were talking about?
that's part. Yeah, I think that's part 8. Yeah.
Part 8.
It says it
Florida
is at
man
least.
Whoops.
Florida man claims to.
I didn't mean to do that. This scroller
Hello.
is really good.
Florida man.
See, it skips right
Florida man.
past.
Oh my god.
Florida man claims.
This is part 8 of my story of when the Dolphins drug me into the cave. And I apologize for the buzzing noise in the background.
I didn't necessarily want to play it. I just was trying to find it if people wanted to go listen to the parts anyways.
Oh yeah, I was gonna give the name of the TikTok account.
Is
where
it
I
this
found
one,
it.
the Assault Bay 85?
Yes, that is. Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Trustworthy
big-
source.
The big mic. Definitely my source for information, 100%.
It's a great profile picture.
I love I love the mixture of videos on here. This is great.
I know.
But also gonna follow that. My TikTok got deleted, so it's all We Subscribe that I'm on now. This is like the third. Is this the third time my TikTok's gotten deleted?
The third
Kim?
and final time.
I think it's the third time.
Yeah, it is. It is the third time.
TikTok
third
has
time's the
deleted
charm.
me 3 times, you guys. Yeah, third time's the charm. I've vowed to never go back to TikTok. Plus, it's owned by Larry Ellison and other people, blue and white people these days. So I'm just like, I don't really need to use it. It's unfortunate because there is other good stuff on there that people don't post cross-platform, but whatever. It is what it is. All right, sorry, I distracted you.
No, you're totally fine. So I was asking Grok, like, where did this all originate from? And apparently it all started on a post that was made on a Facebook page called The Dude Humor, or The Dude Humor Report.
Oh yeah, I had that pulled up. Hang on.
And it's all satire content. And the first post that dropped was March 4th, 2026. And it said, according to a police report, Rick James, like, I don't.
Ricky James.
Yeah, Ricky James Hollowell, 33, was found barefoot, severely sunburned, and wearing only swim trunks. He
Oh.
told deputies he had been taken against his will by a pod of dolphins 3 days ago and forced to work on what he called an underwater construction project. Hollowell claimed the dolphins approached him while he was swimming off Fort Myers Beach and escorted him to a site approximately 40 feet below the surface, where they needed help building structures. And there was other stuff like in that post or whatever, but it's got netizens wondering, like, did things get convoluted to, like, make him look crazy? Like the part about the blueprints and stuff, because in that 7 or I guess 8 part now series, he never talks about needing to like draw blueprints, but like maybe he immediately was drawing stuff in the sand or whatever so that he wouldn't forget and that he'd be able to go back and like get help for those kids because he was super concerned about the kids.
Yeah, because
So
it says he was drawing blueprints in the sand.
yeah, so maybe he was just doing that so that he would remember where it was and stuff and he wouldn't forget it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, this was a legit story. This is from the Lee County Sheriff's Office. This is a post about it.
Yeah. So
Although they were the guys that were making fun of him. They were the guys that said that the dolphins of our ocean deny any involvement.
Well, yeah, and so it's like, but if
Cops
there was
are so rude.
if the FBI or whoever is like having him sign NDAs and like they don't want anyone to talk about it, of course the sheriff's county is going to deny it.
Wait. You said the FBI made him sign an NDA?
Well, whoever was interviewing him when he went back to work, I don't know if it was the FBI. It was whoever was like getting his story.
It was that person that came back up after like a little while?
No,
Yeah.
when he immediately went back to work after the incident, he said that there were these two men that interviewed him and were asking what happened. And at first he said, oh, like, I think I just drowned and had a bad dream. And they were like, well, no, that's not possible because your location eventually came back and it was 3 miles from like the training site. And there's not like your lungs are okay. Like they show that you didn't drown. And so he was like, well, okay, if it was real, like there's these kids down there that need help and whatever. So like, but they were telling him that he had to sign non-disclosure paperwork, that he was to never talk about it again.
He didn't even think that it was real at first.
Yeah.
He just thought that he had like a near-death experience.
Yep.
Man,
that's pretty wild.
That
makes it a lot more believable because then he's not like trying to push this story. He's like, oh, I just thought I was crazy.
Yep.
Other people are like, yo, you're not crazy.
But don't ever talk about it again.
Sign these NDAs.
You were near our training facility. Do you think that this is a shape-shifting dolphin that now Gerald is walking around on land and is threatening people?
It's a skinwalker.
He's a skinwalker, dude.
Skinwalker
Ranch.
What do you guys think?
Man, I'm thinking a lot of things right now.
Do you think it's just all made up?
There's a lot of things going through my head on it. I mean,
I don't know. I don't get the vibe that it's all made up, especially because of the lung thing. When he had like traces of stuff from the ocean. I don't remember what it said exactly, but it said something about him having like traces of being exposed to underwater, like his lungs were exposed to seawater.
I don't know where you found that, but like the sheriff's department is denying any involvement. So whatever report that is I don't know if it's reliable, right?
I think it was maybe this Reddit post.
Because people are saying that it's completely false, like that this guy doesn't even exist and that this is all just made up.
I mean, if the guy clearly is real and he's telling the story, he's real then. But, I mean, yeah, right off the bat, the story sounds pretty far-fetched. Obviously.
Absolutely, yeah.
Obviously. It sounds insane. Sounds like something straight out of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Weird movie with the kids and the dolphins and the cove area and the cave area where he's walking around and gets injured. But if there's mildly substantial evidence on him, like you gotta have something along the lines of something to put him in the right place to show that he was there. But
he's
then,
gonna,
like you said, that there are coordinates.
No, he said that in his next part, in part 9, he's going to release a map so that other people can go.
So we're not there yet. So really, we couldn't when does he release these?
He doesn't say. He doesn't say what it's. I thought it was really lucky that part 8 was released yesterday so we could talk about it.
What's the pattern that we've seen? Like, what was the distance from part 7 to part 8?
I don't know if there is one, but we should go look.
You should go see the time difference between each one, see if there's any correlation whatsoever. Yeah. But that would blow up. Because if he's going to release the coordinates, you know how many people are going to go?
It was
so many people that go.
It was this video that
Florida
I found.
Florida man claims to have been keys, towns, and condo-like structures. When the Dolphins were satisfied with his work, they sent him back to the surface and told him they would return for phase 2. Medical staff treated him for dehydration, but found no signs of head injury or mental confusion. Tests showed seawater and marine particles in his lungs, suggesting he had been deep underwater for a long time without typical lung damage. This was unusual and raised questions for doctors.
Raised questions for doctors, and he was able to stay underwater for some extended period of time with no explanation. other than the dolphin explanation.
Well, yeah, he's trying to give an explanation, I guess. I don't know. That could be
So that's where I
an
heard it.
AI video. It sounds like it could maybe be, but
It sounded
I
like a
don't
news
know.
report, but it also was like an AI, like, you know, it had like the captions and stuff. So it could be, I don't know, but that's where I heard it. I finally remembered. But I don't know, it sounds far-fetched until you see that there is some evidence, and then finding out that he wasn't even the one that was like, yo, this happened to me, this is crazy, yo, I was late to work, and this is what happened. Like, he was, the fact that he, like, okay, I still want to know why he was arrested. Because that might also play into it.
Well,
because the cops arrested him
I don't
after
think he
that.
was arrested. Was
This
he?
is, it says that
I don't know.
it said this was a mugshot, this picture. Yeah, Lee County Sheriff. And the Lee County Sheriffs were the ones that released the statement on Facebook right here. It said, we can confidently confirm the underwater real estate market has not been tapped into yet. So, like, they arrested him for something.
I
Or
don't
maybe
know.
they just
Maybe
found
that's
him.
like the only. Well, that's the picture. I don't know if that's a mugshot or not. It looks like it for sure. But that's just the picture that was originally posted with this post on Facebook, on that Facebook group, whatever, the Dude Humor Report or whatever. Which I was thinking we should look into that Facebook page and
The
see if
Dude
we
Humor.
can find it.
Wait, what? The humor report?
Dude Humor Report, I think is the
Yeah, I
name
have
of
it
it.
pulled up. It's right here. To see if we can find the post on here.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, like, look at this is what they normally put, like, typically post. But it's like, it's so funny. It's weird because they post all satire. Why is this specific story having everyone, like, the whole internet, like, freaked out by it? Like, it's so weird.
There's got to be a search on here. I haven't used Facebook in forever, though.
And then, what is his name? Rick James Hollowell?
Yeah,
Hollowell?
Ricky James
can also
Hollowell.
search-
Ricky James.
For him, I haven't done a search on him yet. Gerald.
Gerald.
She's the first one that comes up.
Yeah, this woman.
Look
Oh,
up the
there it
doggone
is.
tribe lore.
Here's the original post. I
March
think I already
4th.
found it.
Yep. There it is.
I had the post pulled up earlier because there was a direct link to it from a news article, but I lost that. Hang on. I was asking Grok why he got arrested. Okay. God, Grok. Concise answers from now on, please.
See, there's no such
They just had to
arrest.
publicly debunk it, is what they did. No such incident or arrest ever happened.
Right. So the Lee County Sheriff's Office is just using the image that was used in the original post.
I see. And then it just happens to look like a
Mugshot.
mugshot,
It does look like a mugshot, though.
especially when it says Lee County Sheriff under it.
Look at that sunglasses tan, too.
Yeah, for real, though.
Guy must play a lot of baseball.
I mean, he looks like he could put in some hard work, and he might have some engineering skills that could really build something nice.
Doesn't look like a crazy person either.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
You should Google Ricky James Hollowell and see if that's the real person.
Ricky James Hollowell.
I feel like it'll just pull up his stories. We should look at Facebook, actually, real quick. Is that what you were saying? My bad.
Well, I mean, just generally. Like, I'm curious if it's a real person or if this is truly just all made up.
So funny. You weren't saying doggone, you were saying the doggone. I was like, I thought Cat's here was telling me to look up the doggone tribe.
Look up the doggone tribe.
Look at the daggone tribe.
Is this him? No, that's not him, is it? No, it doesn't look like him.
Anyone in the chat know if this is a real person?
Maybe it's a Richard Hollowell. Nope. He's in the military, so I'm looking for something like that, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's not even a real guy, but that picture is definitely a guy. Who knows if it's actually him? And that is like the only picture, like every picture about him is this one. every Gerald photo out there is this guy's one mugshot.
And
That
I
poor
was
guy's
like,
the only photo of him out there.
It's not even that guy. It's just some random dude. He's like, how the hell did this get? Who got my sunglasses tan mugshot and
Who got
posted it
that?
online?
That's not even me.
Ricky James job. People want to know what he does for work.
why did Epstein come?
Because he's involved with everything. He likely is. I was thinking earlier, like it's probably his underwater trafficking thing that the Dolphins are running for Epstein. That's how they get him to the island.
For real.
So yeah, obviously
I was thinking about it.
not a real abduction victim, but does that mean he's not real, or does that mean that the story's not real? Sorry, go ahead, Kim.
Not a real abduction. Yeah, see. I'm like, I have no idea. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, it'd be funny if this was just all like an elaborate story that somebody like spoofed off of a SpongeBob episode or something.
Well, there's that South Park. Hang on. What is it? Kyle's dad. I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'll just pull up a picture. But whereas I can't remember what happens, but his dad turns into a dolphin.
Really?
Solid episode.
Oh, I do remember that one now.
Yeah.
Because he got some surgery or whatever. What was the surgery for?
I don't remember. Oh, I definitely remember that. It was definitely a surgery for something, though. I love South Park. They literally cover everything. What do you think, Kim? We didn't ask you that.
I don't know. I honestly have no idea what to think. I think that I tried to like see who runs that Facebook page, and there's nobody like specific person tied with it. So I'm like, my thing would be like go to the source and ask them like, was this just satire or whatever? But it's strange how everything that they post on that page is supposedly satire, but none of them have like, nothing like this has come of them.
Yeah, why did this one blow up?
I can't help but question it and wonder.
You know what's even funnier about this episode is that it's Gerald Broflovsky and his name is Gerald.
Oh my god, that's funny. I didn't even think about that.
So I wonder if it is see? It's a spoof off of a South Park
Just
episode.
spoof on South Park.
Wild.
Yeah, what is I wish I could remember the plot of that episode. But I was trying to figure out, so a lot of people claim that maybe they were working on Atlantis or like the lost city of Atlantis or whatever. Where do they say Atlantis was? Do you guys know?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm glad we're finally
Because
bringing that
this
up.
was in Miami.
I'm going to Miami.
Mommy.
Yeah, so it is off the coast of, right here is where they allege Atlantis would have been.
Interesting. City of Atlantis.
Not Siri.
That was
I
that was
was
the
like, what is that?
that was the first thing that I thought of when I heard about this story, though. I was like, so they wanted him to build Atlantis?
Yeah, they just wanted him to keep working on it because shit's going to hell down there because nobody's working on it anymore.
Keep on working on it.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it would be based on this map here. If that's where it actually was, it would be just off the coast. I mean, pretty far off the coast of Miami, but still off the coast of Miami, relatively close. And who knows if they have portals and teleportation. If there's dolphins building cities, then portals don't sound that far-fetched to me.
Yeah.
We already know there's portals in the ocean.
We're definitely going to have to update everyone when part 9 comes out. And I don't know which brave souls are going to be out there exploring. It's not going to be me. But somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah, you make me want to go watch those parts, though, for sure.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, I definitely have to go watch those parts for sure.
So next on the Dolphin docket is a story with a little bit more to corroborate it. Like, like this is based on factual information, but it's just as crazy.
Got some substance.
Yeah, in the 60s, NASA and the Navy funded researcher John C. Lilly to study dolphin intelligence, hoping that maybe it could potentially help them to like understand and communicate with aliens. And apparently there was this volunteer by the name of Margaret Howe Lovatt or something like that, who lived in a flooded dolphin house 24/7 and with one of the bottlenose dolphins named Peter. And her like
What's with these dolphin names? Gerald, Peter.
her job was to try to teach it English. And apparently Peter got attached, like very attached to Margaret. And
sexually attached.
Yeah, I guess sexual urges started to become an issue during the lessons. And I guess she would like manually, is how she's worded, or she worded it, relieve him.
Manually.
In the name of continuing the research.
In the name of research, we're going to manually take care of this problem.
Relieve this dolphin.
Relieve this dolphin of all of its ails.
I guess in interviews she described it as like caretaking for a family member. I was like, no, not quite. Not quite.
What?
Yeah, that's not the same. Like, that's, huh? Yeah, weird.
Oh, I love Nitro Circus too.
Yeah.
I was just telling Haas the other day, they pop up on my Instagram feed first pretty much every day, and I'll just get sucked down a Nitro Circus rabbit hole.
Who's that?
It's the Travis Pastrana Nitro Circus crew. They just do crazy stunts, like Red Bull style stunts.
It was like Jackass Part 2 without the tomfoolery. Well,
yeah,
little tomfoolery.
It's like Jackass without it being funny. It's like more cool. Like they do cool stuff that's crazy.
We
but
built
it's also
this
a
really
little
cool contraption, and we're gonna freaking run it off this cliff.
They do backflips on tricycles.
Instead of jackass, it's jackbutt.
Jackbutt.
Okay. Okay, Kim.
So at this point in the experiment, the research like concluded. It's like it stopped. I guess it halted after all of this weird stuff. Peter was moved, and I guess like it allegedly made him really depressed, and he passed away. And
wait, he passed away just from the depression?
I don't know if it was from the I don't know. We got to look into that.
So this is, well, can we just address this? We got a mad scientist that is dosing dolphins.
What?
That's what it says here. Did you not find the LSD piece?
No.
Yeah, I was trying to read through it slowly, but I was slightly distracted. Sorry. So they were trying to establish dialogue, like you said.
In the same experiment, they were being given LSD.
I think so, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so wrong. I don't like that.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the part where it talks about it. Here we go. Now, here's where it gets a little weird, depending on where you draw that line. Anyway, on top of everything else, like a great many people in that era, Lilly was an avid psychonaut. Numerous trips on LSD, mushrooms, and ketamine. I'm just kidding. Convinced him that psychedelic substances had a power to deprovincialize consciousness, to render it generic rather than specifically human or cetacean, compatible with any other consciousness in the same state by means of telepathy. So it doesn't say anything about him giving it to the dolphin. Hang on. It doesn't say anything about that, but the title definitely says he gave it to them, right? Definitely says that. Steam it article letting me down. But I mean, I don't know. It just says that who was Lilly?
The volunteer that was working with Peter, who got attached. Well, the dolphin, I guess, got attached to her.
Peter's the dolphin,
Right? Wait, Lilly? Is that? Her
Yeah, I
name's
think
Margaret Lilly.
Peter's the dolphin.
No, but her name is Margaret something. Lovatt. So I don't know who Lilly is, actually. Lilly's the researcher that started this experiment in the first place, that worked with NASA and the Navy. John C. Lilly.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I kept
confusing
thinking
'cause
that
it's his
Lilly was a
last name.
girl's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got confused. Yeah, but it doesn't say anything about him giving it to the Dolphins in here. Wait. I've written about that concept myself right here, like Lilly, Paolo Salieri, David Garcia, Terrence McKenna, Ray Kurzweil, and others. I arrived at it on my own with the pattern recognition enhancing help of psychedelic. Yeah, so it's just talking about him doing it. It's not talking about him giving it to the Dolphins. So why is this article clickbaiting me so well? Literally got me to read the entire article. It's genius. Yeah, what the hell?
Well,
I'm a little pissed. Wait,
Oh.
sorry, go ahead.
Well, wait. Yeah. I don't know. That's really weird.
All right,
But
clickbait.
I'm pretty sure there is experiments that include that. I mean, if you think about it, they used it to experiment on humans. Why wouldn't they use it to experiment on dolphins?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So, yeah, I guess Lovatt.
It's saying that they did do this article, or I guess, is saying that they did do it to dolphins in the 60s,
Yeah.
which is kind of wild.
I mean, it makes sense. Dolphins are mammals, so.
Yeah, I wonder what a trip would be like on a dolphin. Like,
Just make sure you got all your vibes right, man. That you got nothing like on the back of your head, dude. And you'll be fine.
dude, that dolphin spinning poi right now.
Dolphin is spinning poi and listening to trance right now.
Oh, that's great. The Earth Coincidence Control Office review. Dude, this guy sounds intense, John Lilly. So wait, what ended up happening? Peter died. Did they keep doing the research after that? Was there any other mishaps with dolphins?
Not that I know of, at least.
This was their only...
Yeah, apparently Lovatt has reported mixed feelings on all of it. I just am like, I don't understand. Why did they think that that was a good idea?
NASA-funded research project.
Mm-hmm.
In the
NASA and the
oceans.
Navy.
Dolphinarium. So it says Lilly accommodated 3 dolphins, 2 females named Sissy, Pamela, and 1 younger male bottlenose dolphin named Peter. Okay. Lilly was often traveling. He assigned Lovatt to train the dolphins. That's what you were saying. I just wanted to see if it says anything about what happened to the dolphin more specifically.
That's so crazy. Over a period of 2 years. Wait. She tried to prove that human language could be mimicked by dolphins. That's so wild.
There's a documentary about it called The Girl Who Talked to Dolphins.
We gotta watch that.
Where is it? Does not have an article, but it says that it's Christopher Riley's documentary, The Girl Who Talked to Dolphins. So if you guys want to watch that, there's some interesting documentary action about it. Peter was an adolescent dolphin and had urges, which disrupted his lessons. And taking him down to a downstairs pool with 2 female dolphins proved to be a logistical issue. Eventually, Lovatt relieved Peter's urges herself, stating, "It wasn't anything weird on my part. Sensuous, perhaps." Okay, that makes it even weirder. It seemed to me that it made the bond closer, not because of the activity, but because of the lack of having to keep breaking. And that's really all it was. Okay, sure. I was there to get to know Peter. That was part of Peter. It would just become part of what was going on, like an itch, just to get rid of that scratch and would be done and move on. An article titled "Interspecies Sex, Humans and Dolphins" appeared in the magazine Hustler that dramatized the situation and reflected badly on the research. It doesn't say anything about what happened to him. Peter quickly deteriorated. Oh, here we go. In smaller tanks, and since the building lacked sunlight and space, Peter quickly deteriorated, eventually offing himself, in John C. Lilly's words.
Offing himself?
Due to the lack of funding, the Dolphins were moved to a different facility in a repurposed bank building in Miami. And likely that Lovatt chick wasn't like helping him anymore. So then he just got depressed and offed himself, deteriorated. Maybe he just stopped eating or something, you know?
I was gonna say, how do you do that? You can only do so much.
Yeah, I know, right? Like John says he's gonna go watch that documentary. Kim and I are definitely gonna watch that tonight.
Peter's got a squirt gun. Look out!
So weird. I'm curious to know the logistics of her scratching that itch. What's going on there?
Yeah, chat. So, would you live with a dolphin for science? And better yet, would you do what Lovatt did in the name of research?
Would you relieve a male dolphin?
Would you relieve a dolphin?
Relieve him from the line of duty there.
You've been relieved of your duties. You haven't been communicating anyways.
No, but for real, like, would you live with a dolphin 24/7? That's crazy.
I definitely wouldn't. But
I mean, if it was research based and you're doing it for research, then yeah. But I would also take the dolphin to the other pool and let him bang the girl dolphins. Not, I wouldn't circle jerk with the dolphin.
I need to help this dolphin out privately. It's a private matter.
Yeah, we just have too much learning to do. We can't take breaks.
But I mean, when you're super into something like this,
we got absolutely not, says Sage.
Absolutely not. Yeah, no. Just sound off in the chat what you would do.
I'm with you, Sage.
Sound off in the chat what you would do. Would you do it? And if you would do it,
all right, I'm going to pin this comment right here. How do I do this? There we go.
Would it be in the name of research?
Christy Smith says, have you guys seen the news reports that at least 41 dead dolphins have been stranded and mysteriously died near the Florida coast since January 2026? More than half was in March alone. That's wild.
Whoa.
Hang on, what was it? Dead dolphins in Florida, right? Haas is giggling. Fucking dead dolphins, stupid ass dolphins. Oh, we're up to 44. At least 44 dead bottlenose dolphins have washed ashore in the Florida's panhandle since the beginning of the year, with over 24 deaths occurring in March alone. Damn, yeah, you're right.
Is there any kind of protection that we have on? I know there's all kinds of protections, but is there any specific protection that we have on dolphins?
Like
you know of
laws against like hurting them?
I don't think you can fish for them. Yeah,
I'm sure there are. I don't think we're even supposed to communicate with dolphins. I think it's illegal.
Like even even the swimming with dolphin stuff. I mean, it's pretty sanctioned, but
let's see, the Marine Mammal Protection Act of 1972 prohibits the take of marine mammals, defined broadly to include harassing, hunting. You can't harass a dolphin or a sea mammal, or they could press charges against you for harassment, capturing, killing, or attempting to do so. So yeah, and it's illegal. The legislation also makes it illegal to feed, swim with, touch, or attempt to communicate with wild dolphins in ways that disrupt their natural behavior, such as feeding, breeding, resting, or migrating. Okay, so that lady was breaking the law by
breaking the law.
Yeah, she was totally breaking the law.
I was gonna say she has to be breaking the law because there's even crazy laws against certain places. I just saw a video the other day about it was on like a news report. I can't remember where it was, but some person was on the beach and there was a turtle, like a sea turtle, on the beach, and it was horrific, terrible to watch it because you're just like freaking idiot, dude, picking up the turtle and then posing for a picture with it, like holding it straight up, and then when he was done, like even grabbing it by the fins and stuff and doing some just manhandling this freaking turtle, and then plopped it on the ground. Somebody filmed it and they reported it and all this stuff. And
Well, good.
But,
Why they just drop it on the ground?
but like you're not even allowed to like go to a certain distance to those turtles. Like you leave them alone, let alone go up to them and touch them and pick them up and all this crap. It's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
Also,
Like you're
what
not
a-
even
what a
supposed to feed
douchebag.
like deer, right?
I
Like
don't-
any wildlife.
yeah, technically you're not. Obviously people do. People are dumb, but yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do anything like that because you can't go against the natural cycle of the ecosystem.
Yep.
Also, Cat Seer's right. Dolphins are hella litigious, so beware. You could see a cease and desist mail thing come in the mail, or sexual abuse allegations
Mm-hmm.
coming in the mail
Yeah.
from the Dolphins.
Yeah. like at the spot that we did the swimming with dolphins down in Mexico. I can't remember what that it was like a square thing where they're inside of, so it's like a whole thing and you just like are inside this thing. Somebody had mentioned that they also swam with dolphins in Hawaii, so it seems like a pretty common thing with areas with water and whatnot, but I don't know if they like are always in there or if they like have a way to track them. I don't know how it is because I can't imagine if you kept dolphins in one specific area with how smart they are.
So wait, was it like a sectioned off pool in the beach, or like was it
yeah,
a building?
It was right off. It was right off the coast of where the resort is. Basically, it was
Oh.
like part of the resort, actually, technically.
Yeah.
And you like walk out on this dock, and it's like a square that is like sectioned off that you go into, and there's gates all along it on the inside, so that the dolphins are like inside of this structure,
Yeah.
and then that way you can swim with them and everything. You're not like in open ocean whatsoever.
It
So
must
it's like,
be.
how like do they go out?
It must
they
be
always
because
in
they
there?
own the Dolphins that they can offer them up for like services like this. Like I just
Slaves.
slave dolphins. You're gonna swim with these people all day.
And you're gonna like it.
You're gonna like it.
I don't want to do this swimming stuff, Grandpa.
You're gonna go hang out with these humans all day.
I don't like these humans, Grandpa.
They're gonna
That's
touch
too
you.
damn bad.
That's too damn bad. I'm gonna look it up.
Well, we got. I can't. I said what I said. I don't know why I was reading Isaiah somehow, but I said what I said. Pinning it. Wait. Oh, I pinned the wrong one. In the Indus rivers in Pakistan, there's a wide-known pandemic of sexual abuse on dolphins. You should look it up. Their government is literally trying to fix the problem before it becomes popular. Yeah, what? In Pakistan? I did not know this was such a widespread problem, dude.
Also, the swimming with dolphins experience at the Moon Palace Resorts down in Mexico, where we stayed at in Cancun, called the Dolphinarium.
The Dolphinarium, isn't that what the...
An
Dolphinarium.
on-site dolphinarium.
Wow, what? Into extinction? Oh my god. What the... Oh, this is an InfoWars thing too. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're taking advantage of the dolphins.
They're eating the dolphins.
Sage said, "Did anyone see that documentary called Ocean? It's about a woman who swims and communicates with sharks and lobbied Hawaiian lawmakers to protect them from becoming an ingredient in soup."
What?
I haven't seen that, no.
I haven't seen that either.
It's called Ocean. Dude,
Yeah, I wanna-
Pakistan has a weird problem, dude.
I want to watch that too. Like, there's a lady that can communicate with sharks. That's incredible.
This one
I don't know.
with David Attenborough, the legendary narrator.
Oh, yeah. Sage, is that the one?
Oh, it's on Netflix. Oh, Mission Blue Ocean. No. No, it's just called Ocean, right?
I think so. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah, no, this one's called Ocean with David Attenborough, but maybe that is.
I was curious why, like what the lore or whatever was for why dolphins have been known to be like a symbol for the queer community. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I was curious why dolphins have been like a symbol for the queer community. Like, I don't know, specifically lesbians. Have you guys ever heard that?
If anybody would know, it'd be Haas.
I looked it up.
Yeah, what about lesbians?
I already looked it up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Have you heard that, Haas?
Anybody wouldn't know about it.
Haas is hugely attracted to lesbians, even though it never works out.
Yeah, I just seek them out. I mean, they find me.
You always want what you can't have.
That's right.
I had never seen this. I did not know that dolphins were used in any sort of way.
Yeah, so it turns out that it's because dolphins are bisexual themselves.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, and they've been observed to have like relationships with same-sex dolphins for decades. Like they travel and stay together.
Do they have a parade every year?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
I did not know that. Learn something every day, you guys.
Yeah.
Dolphins are bi.
Gay dolphins.
Gerald was just straight up gay. He wasn't bi.
Gerald. And Peter.
Gerald has a day job. He doesn't have time for a relationship.
Peter was actually not happy about getting relieved by Margaret.
Oh, Sage said the documentary is called the Shark Whisperer. The woman's name is Ocean Ramsey.
Oh, her name is Ocean. I knew a girl named Ocean in high school.
Oh yeah, we also went to. I don't know if it's the same.
What was the documentary called again?
The Shark Whisperer.
Nice. Ocean Ramsey.
I can't have the dolphins too. Not
Let's
the
see.
dolphins.
Where's it? It's on Netflix. Nice. Yeah, it does look like a Netflix cover.
Oh yeah, 100%. Shark Whisperer.
Dude, this lady looks nuts. Dude, sharks just look aggressively scary as hell. They look like dolphins that just had a really rough life. Maybe got into a gang, started doing meth, and like
Dolphins that
went the
were
wrong path.
rode hard and put away wet.
Exactly. And now they got a vengeance. They're out for blood. Yeah, I told. Was it you I was talking about? Not going in the ocean, being in the middle of your cycle?
I don't think so.
Because I feel like sharks would immediately be like,
oh yeah.
what is that?
I'm gonna eat that.
I smell food. I smell food.
It's wounded.
It's wounded.
Yeah, we definitely should watch this documentary and the other one too, about the chick that did the dolphin research. Cool. But anyways, Kim, is that what you got next?
I just have some more fun facts. I was also
I know you
curious.
guys love fun facts, so that's great. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I know that us sobers love some fun facts. I was curious if there was any like specific reason why Lisa Frank includes a lot of dolphins in her artwork, because I mean, I don't know. I just remember there being a lot of dolphins in Lisa Frank artwork, but I was not able to get an answer on that. I guess she is a very private person and always has been, and there's also like aliens and stuff in her artwork too. Yep.
The like drawing book chick? Whoa.
The drawing book chick.
Yeah, I do kind of remember this from school.
Heck yeah, that's so 90s Y2K core.
You just straight up brought me back pretty
Totally
hard.
remember that.
Yeah, if you had Lisa Frank stuff, you were cool.
Cool. Who knew? It's actually, she still makes stuff.
Yeah, there's, I guess, a documentary on her as well. I was like, ooh, I want to watch that.
Yeah, well, we need more hours in the day.
I know, right?
You need about 48-hour days.
And then I thought this was also cool. I guess mama dolphins create a signature whistle for each one of their dolphins, and it's kind of like a name, and they'll use it even if they've like been apart for decades to like communicate with each other, which is so cool.
That is super
I
cool.
think.
That's pretty cool, actually.
And it is kind of like a name. It's like specific noise for each little baby dolphin.
Everyone has like a unique.
My name is.
Yeah, what's your name, Kim?
No. Yeah.
These aren't even dolphins.
Yeah, I know. What does even a dolphin sound like?
Sounds like a.
That's what your chinchilla sounds like.
Hang
Hang on, let me look this up. Dolphin.
You should look up the signature whistles. Do you wonder if there's
Oh,
any
you
recorded?
totally should have put a dolphin sound on the soundboard, bro.
Well, I might have to go on there now.
Get the same one. Get the same one from like the SpongeBob episode, so that maybe anytime you want to curse, you just dolphin noise.
That's pretty wild. What kind of listening device is this that can hear underwater? That's freaking cool.
I know, right? That's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah, that's wild. But sound does travel really far in water. I didn't know that until we were doing the research on the ocean, Kim, when we were doing that live on the ocean. And there was that really loud sound that just went for like 6 minutes.
Oh yeah, what is it called? It's called something funny.
I can't remember. Damn.
I mean, it makes sense. It's the same thing as when Ocean Gate exploded.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah, what is it
Ocean
called?
meat.
Ocean meat.
Dude, straight up.
OMG.
That had to be the craziest thing. Although, yeah, just gone. Just immediately evaporated from Earth. Yeah, it's nuts.
When I go, I want to be evaporated.
Yeah, I want to be turned into chum buckets. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. The like visual that I found for that, like, it's like an animation visual. Yeah, just crumpling and destroying so crazy, dude.
Let's just put that on here for safe measure.
I'll
That's
never
the-
be able to get past the sound of the carbon fiber just slowly cracking and him having no F's given. I'm like, dude, I would literally be pooping my pants if I started hearing that I'm like 2,000 feet underwater and I started hearing. I'm like, dude, no, what? Go
Yeah.
back up. Go back up.
Yeah.
Go quick, man.
We got 6 people in here. We're all gonna die.
I'll
No.
take the bends or anything now. Come on.
Yeah,
That's-
straight up.
Yeah. That's crazy. What if that's the secret ingredient in the Krabby Patty? Is ocean meat.
It is. It totally is.
Ocean meat.
The secret ingredient to the Krabby Patty is chum bucket stuff. That's the irony of it. Plankton actually
Plankton.
holds the secret recipe.
Yep. He's had
Plankton.
it all along.
Yeah.
Plankton is the secret recipe.
Plankton is the secret recipe. We put plankton in our burgers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so funny.
That's funny.
SpongeBob is a classic.
God, I love
Oh
SpongeBob.
yeah. I love SpongeBob too.
All right, what else you got for us, Kim?
I guess dolphins are one of the few animals that pass the mirror test. So
I've
they
heard of
have-
that.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
they
What
can-
other animals pass the mirror test?
Elephants.
Sometimes I think Chapo
Gorillas?
does.
I think he definitely does. He'll even look at me in the mirror.
Yeah.
Like I'll see him like if I'm getting ready for the day, looking at me through the mirror on the bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll look at each other through the mirror, which is so crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's deaf though, so I feel like he's extra visual. So I feel like
True.
he might be more, because dogs will normally rely more on their nose and their ears to like recognize things. I feel like, and so because he doesn't have his ears, he probably relies more on his ability to recognize things with his eyes. I don't know. He's a special dog.
Yeah, he really is. I love him.
Do cats recognize themselves? I put Fifi and Casper in front of the mirror many times.
Supposedly
and
dogs
they
don't even. I
Did
thought.
not.
No, I don't think dogs do.
Yeah, typically. I guess I feel like it depends on
I don't think cats do either.
the dog or the cat.
They'll just sit there and like turn around like
They've-
what's going on here.
They're
Yeah.
like, they probably think it's a portal.
I think I have seen videos of cats like America's Funniest Home Videos status where there's cats like fighting themselves in the mirror. They're like swatting at it. Let me see if that's true.
Right, I've seen that. I'm sure they definitely like react to reflections, but not necessarily like recognizing like, oh my gosh, that's
Dude,
me.
the aluminum foil thing with cats is like the funniest thing ever to me, where they jump up on the counter and it's just aluminum foil and they just they got electrocuted.
Dude, I tried that with Leo too when he was living with me, and that didn't work with him. He just walked all over it. Didn't care.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that too loud?
They're not fighting. They're best friends, dude.
Oh.
These two identical cats right here.
Chapo is a deaf dog, and was it Bia? Chapo is a deaf dog, and he definitely reacts very well to all of our hand signals. In fact, I feel like he always is looking out for him a lot of times.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
it's like honestly annoying when I'm trying to teach Lulu the hand signals with the corresponding commands as well. I'll try and do the hand signal and the command so that she also learns the hand signals.
Yeah.
But Chapo's like, he'll like come over in front of me, like squeeze himself in front of her, like I'm doing it, I'm laying down, I'm rolling over, whatever.
Yeah, and he'll use that against us, I feel like, because he'll be like, he'll purposely not look back at us sometimes, be like, I can't see you, I don't know that you're calling me.
I want to see an animal pass the mirror test. Here we go. Elephants. That's cool.
How aware are you? I'm gonna look at how elephants and the elephants
Okay,
and
chick.
sometimes act aggressively towards the image, or will be uninterested altogether, but will never move beyond this behavior. The first stage is social. The animal sees its reflection and simply sees a stranger. Your dogs and cats will do this, and sometimes act aggressively towards the image, or will be uninterested altogether, but will never move beyond this stage. However, it's vital and initial to understanding your reflection. Stage 2, test behavior. Now, the animal
they've
begins
never
to
seen
learn to
themselves
test
before.
its reflection. In other words, why
Yeah,
is
that would be
that
crazy.
animal doing the same thing that
They're
I'm
like,
doing?
wait, what is that?
Elephants and other animals in this stage will begin to
never
test the
thought about
physical
that.
mirror and also their reflection. By moving their trunk and body in novel directions, or repetitively moving themselves in and out of mirror view, elephants can learn that the reflection creates a mirror image. Now we're moving on to stage 3, self-directed behavior. This is where we start to see some really cool behavior. At some point, the animal recognizes the mirror reflection as themselves. They start using the mirror to investigate parts of their body they've never seen before, or their faces in ways that may
Is he
seem familiar
smiling
to
right now?
anyone that uses a mirror in the morning to check themselves out.
He's straight up smiling right now.
What would you do if you had never seen your own reflection before? What would you inspect first? Chimps groom, magpies preen.
That's a good question.
Well,
What
what
would you guys inspect first if you'd never seen your reflection before? Like, what do you think if you'd never seen yourself in the mirror before? It's hard for us because it's not so striking. You're like, okay, I feel like I understand. Like, this is my hand. Like, you can kind of see.
Yeah, it would literally just be moving stuff and just being like,
I think I would notice my eyes. I feel like the eyes are some of the most piercing and like attention grabbing features
Yeah,
for sure.
that's true, babe. They're like windows to the soul.
looking yourself in the
Wow, I've never
eyes.
heard that before. That's pretty deep.
It makes me think of that, like, there's this guy that will go around and show people, like, what they actually look like, because I guess a mirror is not exactly what you look like. It's the reflected image of you.
Oh, I've seen
so,
that.
like, your brain kind of, I don't know.
It
And
doesn't fully compute.
Yeah, when people see themselves, like, as for what they actually look like, they're like, wow, I actually don't look too bad. I don't know. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys have seen that or not.
I have seen that. It's like a special mirror where it, like, I can't remember what it
Is
does.
it a mirror? Yeah.
It's like a crazy arrangement of mirrors to where it like bends it in a way where you're looking at a mirror that shows you exactly how you look. Or it's, I don't know, maybe it's, I can't remember what it was, but I have seen that and I thought it was crazy because it's kind of like whenever I look at my face in like a picture, I'm always like, my face looks crooked. Is my face always crooked? Is my glasses crooked right now? Are my eyes crooked? Is this how people see me, or is this how I see myself right now? Because it's
you look
opposite
super crooked
of what I look like in the mirror all the time.
Yeah, you look really crooked, dude.
Like every time I do a selfie and I do it from like the front facing camera, or the back camera, and you put it on, you take a real video rather than the front facing camera, which mirrors you like you would normally see. I'm always like, I look weird.
You should. There's a feature you can mirror your front camera too, so it'll flip it, so it's not mirrored. Should be a setting for that.
I don't want to see that.
It does say right here that bottlenose dolphins show extreme interest when they catch sight of their reflections. They open their mouths, stick out their tongues, and make a series of novel movements while observing themselves in the mirror.
What were you gonna say, Haas?
No, what was I gonna say? Oh, taking those self-portraits of myself. Learned a lot about myself. Taking photos of myself, just like how I needed to lean my head and all this weird stuff. Just like
Your good side.
where's my good side?
What's
This is
my
my
good
good side.
side?
And I was like, this is my good side right here.
There we go. That's so funny.
The state of Colorado jail system. Which side do they think was my good side? I think left.
All of these sides are your good side.
Yeah,
for
sun,
us.
straight ahead, and left. Those are great sides. Let's go.
Oh god.
I asked him when I got my mugshot. I was like, should I smile? And he said, that's up to you, man.
That's how I feel, man. However you feel right now.
Yeah, and I was like,
hey, even the jail system doesn't want to suppress how you feel at the moment.
yeah, they're like, we don't really give a shit. Just take the picture.
Dolphins sound so cute, though. They'll stick their
Ants?
tongues out at themselves in the mirror. That's adorable.
Yeah, that's what they say. And they get like obsessed with it said that where is it?
Look up a
That
video.
Dolphins regularly inspect the marking.
Look up a video of that. If there's any
I'm going to do that next.
Dolphins
It
and
says
mirrors.
ants pass the mirror test.
Are you serious?
Oh, that's crazy.
That is wild.
Freaking ants.
Some ants can recognize themselves when looking in a mirror. When viewing other ants through glass, ants didn't divert from their normal behaviors. However, their behavior did change when they were put in front of a mirror. They would move slowly, turn their heads back and forth, shake their antenna, and touch the mirror. They'd retreat and reapproach the mirror. Sometimes they would groom themselves. That's crazy, dude.
Wow.
I've always felt special about ants. I don't know why. It's just really cool. We should totally get an ant farm. That'd be cool.
Dude, an ant farm would be sick. It's kind of like I don't remember where I saw it, but if anybody's ever seen like one of those large scale ant farms where you can see it's like a panel. You can see
it's
all
huge.
the way down in every tunnel they've done, and you're just like, oh my god, this is freaking insane.
These
dude.
fools
Like,
do work.
I could watch ants do this all day. Didn't Caden actually have something like that?
Cody had one.
Cody. It was Cody, yeah.
And they all died very quickly because
Aw.
they were hard to take care of.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they were.
Kind of
Let's
reminds me
see.
of sea monkeys. Those little, like, those like the little sea urchin things that people put in water and they like come in a pack or something like that.
Wait, no.
Does anybody know what I'm? Anybody out there know what I'm talking about?
Tell me more.
Why
Sea
they've
monkeys?
always captured our imaginations.
Maybe they're not
They
called
are
sea monkeys. What are they
playful,
called? I'll look it up.
sociable, and just incredibly fun to be around. But scientists say there's a lot more to these animals, and they're just beginning to understand the
Yeah, it's
intricate
sea
thinking of
monkeys.
these
They're like
so-called
brine shrimp.
brain mammals.
What?
Mhm.
Here you go, Nani.
Oh my gosh.
girl.
They're so cute.
We came here to the Baltimore
Mhm.
Aquarium to see just how intelligent dolphins are. You see them playing with their trainers all the time, but scientists who study them say there's a lot more happening there than just play, that their intelligence actually rivals ours.
They can build cities and take people hostage
Here you go.
and play basketball. Air Jordan. Holy cow. I didn't know they could freaking catch a basketball in their
To see up
mouth.
close what has scientists so excited, we climb down into a tiny underwater lab with a window into the aquarium, where scientist Diana Reese puts a two-way mirror up against
Thank you,
the glass.
scientists.
Thank you, scientists.
The dolphins can't see us,
Now it's a
but
mirror.
Reese can study how the dolphins react to the mirror.
We used to think we were the only species on the planet that could think. And now we know that we're amongst many
That's a
species.
really
So the questions are no longer
Stupid
can they
idiot
think?
animals.
How do they think?
Stupid.
What's
They
the
can't
meaning?
think.
In this capacity,
God, how would they
getting
even
mirrors,
think?
it looks
They're
like doing a lot of things very
pre-programmed
similar to us.
NPCs.
Reese has been
They're building
studying
whole
dolphins'
civilizations in their
behavior
own
for
world, but they're not
25
thinking a
years.
damn
Most
thing
animals
right
don't even
now.
pay attention to mirrors. So if you put a mirror in front of your dog,
I mean, to be
most-
fair, when Lulu and Chapo are about to eat, they're not thinking about anything. They're just machines. They're food machines.
Yeah,
but
let's be real though. They don't have any kind of survival modes.
their brains are smaller than dolphins for sure.
dogs
Oh.
won't even look in a mirror. Cats don't pay much attention.
Look, it's being
Other
all silly.
animals do pay attention, but never figure out it's themselves. They think it's another of their own kind.
But dolphins do figure it out.
And not
Yeah,
only
look,
do
it's
they
straight up
figure
like,
out that it's them, but they show interest
Opening
to
its
look
mouth.
at themselves. So one thing is to understand it's themselves. It's a whole other
That's
thing to
fucking
say,
cute,
I
dude.
want to look at myself. I want to look and see what
Makes
my
me
face
wonder
looks
if
like.
dolphins
Well,
do
what
that
does it look like when
sound
I turn upside down
only
and
like with humans,
We
the same way
stand
that
in
like
awe
cats
as this
do when
group of
like they don't have to
dolphins explore
vocalize to each
themselves
other, but they
before
only
us,
do it with
yeah.
humans
unable
because
to
they know that
ignore
we
the
respond to
mirror.
that.
Yeah,
Several
that's
did
true.
hang
Well, no,
upside
because the
down.
mom calls them by their same whistle.
Yeah, but they're
So
using
they
But it's like a
communicate.
whistle.
but
It's
they
a
use like
different
a
sound.
different sound than they are to like when they're
Wait,
out
what's
of
the
the water.
sound? What's the sound you're talking about?
Like the chirp that they make. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a chirp.
Oh, that sound.
But like when they're underwater, they're doing the
yeah,
Yeah, it sounds
that's a good
Whatever.
like
point.
a whistle. It's
Yeah.
so crazy.
like
Yeah,
a real
'cause
high pitched sound.
I definitely believe in the cat voice thing. Like they just mimic your voice for
Mhm.
sure.
Almost like what is that thing that bats do? Echolocation
Echolocation.
kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, they do. They have
Even though they're like blind.
dolphins. That's one of the fun facts I was actually going to share. They I had never heard of this before, and I don't know if it's specific to dolphins or not, but they can take something called a unihemispheric nap, where
Oh my
they
God,
literally
that
are
sounds
sleeping.
extraordinary right now.
Yeah, it is. They're able to basically sleep with one eye open, rest half of their brain.
Because they're freaking scared or what?
No, just so that they can rest and be able to like also function at the same time.
Huh.
Yeah. And they use echolocation to be able to do that. And just the fact that they can do that was also mind-boggling. Like they see with sound, basically, even though they can also see with their eyes. So they use
Dolphins?
up to 1,000 clicks per second to map things in 3D. They
So
can even
use
detect
sonar
what's
as well?
inside of. They can even detect what's inside of things based on that.
So do they use sonar? Is that like how they hear? Isn't that?
I don't know.
They're like
I don't know. Isn't that how whales?
yeah, I think whales
communicate?
do for sure, and so do owls. I was looking for dolphins doing construction. All I found was
Somebody mentioned chia pets as well.
dude, that's so funny.
Chia
I
pet.
literally thought about getting Sam one. She was being such a turd to Bodhi. I was like, she's definitely getting a chia pet for Christmas this year.
Chia.
I don't know what kind, but it's gonna be a Donald Trump one. Did I already get her one?
I
of
think
those?
I think she already has one of
I
those.
probably
doesn't
already
she?
got her one of those.
Nick
Every
has-
year I get Sam,
Nick
my
has gotten
sister.
Yeah, Nick has gotten our sister Sam well, he used to, but hasn't done it in a couple of years because she got real pissed. But
Yeah, she got so mad.
so mad. She's like, if you literally get me another one of these, I'm gonna freaking murder you.
But it would be the dopest chia pet collection if she actually grew all
No,
of them.
yeah,
like,
that would be.
She has a what does she has? She's a Bob Ross one for sure.
I'm pretty sure Donald Trump.
Pretty sure she has a Donald Trump one. Before that, because you got her like 3.
I've
You've
gotten her
gotten her
like
more
4
than
or
that,
5,
yeah.
maybe. Yeah, at least 4 or 5. 'cause-
Does she still have them? Do you know?
Oh, wasn't one of them a Gene Simmons too?
Yeah, Gene Simmons. Yeah. So,
Yeah, we don't know. I think they're all still at our mom's house.
Okay. Well, one day she'll appreciate them.
We told her that
One
she
day.
should do them in her
One day.
classroom. Like that'd be a great
Oh, yeah.
classroom project. Hey,
Yeah,
who
her
wants to take
students
care of
would
the
appreciate that.
who wants to take care of the Donald Trump chip?
Yeah.
Amy, I was just listening to the Kiffness recently. He just did that like Under the Blood remix.
Under the blood.
Wasn't that him? I'm pretty sure that was him. That song was great.
The pastor drum and bass thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that was Kiffness. But
I have no idea.
there's no videos of dolphins doing construction, you guys. So
Ugh, what a drag.
dolphins protect diver from a hammerhead shark. Got me curious. This is how it begins, dude. This is how you start scrolling, man. I swear. They get you by the balls as soon as you
Yeah.
log in.
They're supposedly really protective of humans. And so, like, I don't, according to the, like, whole, to go back to the Gerald story, apparently the dolphin didn't mean to hurt this guy. He only grabbed him, like, or I don't know if he grabbed him, but got him by the leg just to bring him down there. And I don't know, it sounds like bring him to those kids to get the kids help.
Did he have any wounds on his leg or anything like that?
Yeah, his
showed-
left foot was, whoa, I don't know. I mean, we don't
He
even know if
said
this person is real.
Yeah, that's true. But he said that his foot was.
Yeah.
The story alleges that
This,
his
Mhm.
thing
this
was.
anonymous guy, they don't even know if he was real.
Yeah, he's just making these videos anonymously on TikTok, but supposedly his name is Ricky James.
Katsir said, yeah, Nick, duh. That's why they had to kidnap a construction worker. That's why there's no videos of dolphins doing construction. All right, fair to that. That's totally true. Wait, did they really save this guy? Oh yeah, look, they're like, back up, defense. That's pretty wild, dude. I wonder if that person even knew. Oh yeah, because they're under there filming. That's pretty cool, dude. Yeah, I've known that dolphins were smart. I didn't know that they had yachts, but
Oh my gosh.
I knew that dolphins were super smart. But I honestly didn't realize they passed the mirror test, and I didn't realize that they had names for each other like that and like communicated like that.
Yeah.
And I never thought about the alternate communication, like them communicating a different way with humans than they do with each other.
Yeah. And I guess they display empathy and grief, and they play for fun. Like all out. This is just being
Whoa.
observed in the wild, too.
We should check out this live stream real quick. Kidnapped by dolphins? That sounds crazy. Super weird. What are these idiots talking about?
Yeah, they look like fun, though.
Also, I learned today that dolphins can kidnap people. That's pretty wild. I had no clue that dolphins were that organized to carry out, like, serious crimes.
Oh, what's a baby dolphin called?
A dolphet?
The Dolphins.
A dolphin?
Dolphin. Young Dolph.
Young dolphin, baby. Young Dolph.
Yeah, I just looked up this video of the kayaker versus the orca. I don't know if it's the same one, but it's definitely a sweet video of this kayaker.
Kayaker versus a dolphin?
No, kayaker versus orca.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
You got me wanting to watch Free Willy.
Yeah. Scared Shiftless told us to check it out, and it's very interesting. It's just this orca that's swimming around with this kayaker swimming in the water, and they're just kind of reacting to each other.
Wait, this one right here?
It's like an aerial.
Oh, this one says Sora.
It's like it was. I don't know exactly which one it was. The one I saw, it was like an aerial view, but the one,
dude, that guy jumps off. This guy's like, get the hell out of there.
That one looks like AI. I don't even know. Orca almost capitalized kayaker or capsizes. Maybe, I don't know.
It could be, dude. I don't even know. That dolphin or that orca definitely looked like AI. Watch its head. It looks like it like split in half or something. It had a giant mouth. That one's AI too because it said Sora on it. Paddle border. Orca encounter kayak.
Sardine.
Might be this one right here.
Oh,
sardines.
The one I watched was the one with the blue text.
Where it's like from up high.
Yeah, it's like an aerial view.
Young dolphin sardine.
Young dolphin sardine.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, I'd be freaking out.
That scares the crap out of me.
Yeah, same.
Dude, I would be so scared if I was in the ocean with a whale or an orca. Not that it would eat me or anything like that. Just like I don't even like
dude,
fish.
They might. Orcas eat people.
I don't even like fish touching my feet when I put my feet in the lake and stuff like
that. What's going on here, man? Coming in a squat.
Shiftless said the one with the orange kayak. That's the one.
Cool. I'll go back. Okay. I'm just gonna chill here.
Just gonna chill right here.
Not worried about them popping up and capsizing.
Yeah, see, I don't like that.
All.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I would not want that swimming underneath my. Just the idea of things underneath me like that. I don't like that.
He said it was this one.
It's coming right at me.
Yeah, this one's Sora though, so I don't trust it.
Go.
That looks like a freaking balloon.
He's right behind me.
Oh, the audio you can tell immediately is AI.
Oh.
Somebody told me that Sora's going away.
That was me.
That was you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's 100% an AI video.
This guy's freaking psycho.
Maybe it's a different one.
A different one with the orange kayak.
I think it's that one. That's the one I was watching. Because it's more of like a friendly.
Yeah, that one's cool. It might be this one.
I don't know. That's an orange kayak. That's more like a...
Oh, no, this is the one we just watched, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. This is a different one of some crazy person getting surrounded by.
It was a young orca that led kayaker to its mother that was struck. Oh, I think I've seen that before, actually.
Wait, what?
Maybe it's that one right there.
Which one?
When your arrow is over right there.
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm. It's like an orca that leads, or a baby orca that leads it to its trapped mother, something like that.
Oh, well, let's just search that. That's pretty wild. What?
Baby orca saves mama orca. Kayaker saves mama orca.
I think one of the biggest things that blows my mind about dolphins is that they don't like breathe underwater, obviously. So like they just can just be swimming for however long and then come up for air whenever they feel like it.
Yeah, it's kind of like frogs.
I don't know. That blows my mind.
Frogs can't breathe underwater.
What? That's crazy. They went up and like signaled to this dude.
Oh. Wait, is that real?
That looks AI.
Yeah,
I was gonna
how's
say
there
that-
sparks in
Look
water?
at this fin is just straight through the.
Yeah, that's fake.
Yeah, it says rescue squad, rescue music. Dude, yeah, you can't trust shit anymore,
my
dude.
God,
I
that's
swear. What a great story, though.
Yeah, dude, look at that.
Heartwarming.
That orca would be exploding with that. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Cornering
Watch
a
this
guy.
video of these killer
This is
whales
how you get
cornering a guy in
kidnapped
this
by a
kayak.
freaking orca. This would be hella terrifying. What are you talking about, dude? This is insane. Ah! Yo, what do you want? I don't got any fish. All right, okay. All right, well, that was pretty wild.
Yeah, you'd have to
Kim,
be
what other
there
fun facts you got?
forever to get all those barnacles on you.
I mean, that about wraps it up. When I was talking about the empathy thing too, I thought it was cool because I guess they've proven that they have similar like emotional wiring to humans. They even have like the same, I guess they're called spindle neurons for social, like that we have for social smarts.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really cool. I want to know more about dolphins.
Interesting. There's an article I looked up earlier when we were talking about, somebody had mentioned something about people believing in a dolphin cult, something like that. So I looked that up.
Oh yeah.
And this thing came up, and it was about somebody going on a spirit quest with a guru who believes that dolphins are telepathic aliens. Dun, 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 dun.
Wow.
And I'm like, you know what? Not a crazy theory. Because aliens, I believe, if they are going to be on Earth, aliens, in the water, for sure, in the oceans.
Oh, yeah, there's documented
Ocean
USOs. They call them
civilizations.
USOs, unidentified submersible objects.
Why wouldn't they be able to turn themselves into dolphins?
In fact, Bill
Dolphin
Cooper,
form.
famous conspiracist, he was actually on a submarine on the top of like you know how a submarine has like that giant thing that sticks up out of the water, and even though it's like kind of surfaced, but it sticks way up out of the top of the water. He was working on that, and he was doing the night shift or whatever, where they had to basically just keep watch. And while they were up there, him and two other guys were there, and he said that something came out of the water, a giant light, some sort of crazy UFO object, flew around, did a bunch of impossible maneuvers that nothing that we know can do, and then went back into the water with the same propulsion. And he said that it barely even disturbed the water. And he's like, it must have some sort of like outer force field that doesn't actually allow the water to touch it, because it like propels through the water at like the same speed and doesn't really make any waves in the water as much as we would.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what got Bill Cooper like started on UFOs and conspiracy stuff. And that was when he was in the Navy still as like I can't remember what rank he was, but he was pretty high up in the Navy. So I thought that was pretty crazy, but that's straight up unidentified submersible objects that go underwater. We don't know where they go. We don't know what they're doing down there. They're probably kidnapping humans in the shape of a dolphin and making them build their alien city of Atlantis. I don't know. It's pretty wild though. And even in that documentary that's on Netflix right now, the one it's called Operation Alien, or no, something Alien, Investigation Alien. The one that I can't even remember his name. Super UFO guy. But anyways, there's a USO story in there too. And the guy seems pretty credible. All the people that he talks to are like former military people that saw stuff while they were working, which is usually more credible, in my opinion, because there's usually more people that see it too.
Mm-hmm.
What if we are like descendants from dolphins more than we are from monkeys?
That'd
like
be
people
crazy.
say.
I mean, honestly, what if a monkey was trying to do some research with a dolphin and created some sort of
And that's how we got
dolphin
humans.
monkey hybrid?
Smart monkey was trying to relieve Peter.
Dude, this looks like the cult you were talking about.
They look like really nice people.
Dude, they
You
look
could go down to
great.
Mexico with these people for almost free.
They remind me of Miss Olin.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Miss
we already
Olin.
missed this. We already missed this trip.
Damn it.
Darn.
Next year.
Dude, look at that.
Human Dolphin Village. Yeah, see, look, Human Dolphin Village. That's what they're building.
Human Dolphin Village. Do
And
you,
these people are all working.
have
on
you
it.
wanted to be a dolphin?
That's what inspired the South Park episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. These people all love dolphins like a lot.
The Dolphin Connection. Our Human Dolphin Village.
Well,
Well, dolphins are really cool, and they remind us that the world is really weird, even weirder than we think, and also way cooler than we think.
mm-hmm.
And somebody said when you get too much in your head, somebody in the chat said this, you should just watch up funny cat videos. And I think same goes for like dolphins. Like just learn more about like the world around you when you get too wrapped up in, I don't know, life.
That's actually a good point. I mean, literally watching that elephant see itself in the mirror was the most heartwarming video I've watched in a long time. And that was a pretty simple video.
Right?
Think of some question, and honestly, questioning everything lately has got me like fascinated with so many things. Like even if I fully believe something, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to entertain this random video that I have no idea like why they believe the complete opposite. And I'm usually blown away.
Put yourself in someone else's shoes.
Kind of like the Gerald story. I want to know what chat thinks about the Gerald story, because you guys think it's BS, or do you think that it could be possible? Because the evidence to show if this dude did exist, the evidence to show that he did. Well, I mean, that news article or whatever said that he went to the hospital and got tests and that they found particles of, or like exposure, long underwater exposure and like sea particles in his lungs. So if he did exist and that news report was legit, that's some pretty interesting evidence.
Yeah.
And if he had a bite on his foot, that wasn't like a shark bite, you know, because a dolphin bite's probably not going to be as rough. It's not trying to eat your foot.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's true.
I want to know what chat thinks about the Gerald story. If it's if they're building Atlantis, or if Dolphin can use a hammer.
Sound off, chat.
BS says, the last I heard from genetic science on evolution was that there was 6 million species that we could have evolved from that were formerly unknown before we had the study of molecular genetics. I believe that, honestly. It does. I mean, with how many different species we already know about, and I swear to God, every year there's like a new insect that pops up I've never seen before. I don't know if that's true for you guys, but like every summer, I'm like, I've never seen this kind of bug before.
Yeah, I saw a spider in the house like a month or so ago that I had never seen before, that crab spider or whatever.
Oh, yeah, those
It
things
looks like a crab.
they're like cute and terrifying at the same time.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
super. And it did look like a little crab that you would see walking on the beach. It was a decent size. What? I don't know.
That's
Maybe the
because
size of a nickel.
Darwin didn't know that because he wasn't out doing dolphin research and circle jerking the dolphins. He would have learned a whole lot more quickly had he been doing that. Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Bob Zombie says, look up Tartaria Vault, the hour that was deleted from every clock. I said what I said maybe the ocean aliens took him and they disguised or cloaked themselves as dolphins or the most recognizable safe sea creature in order for them to get him to perform whatever task they needed done.
Well, I won't play this whole thing, but I'll read the description and watch this later. I mean, it makes sense. I've been firmly under the belief that lately that something did, at some point, they established our current time structure. Like, somebody did that. You know what I mean? And the fact that it was changed would not be surprising to me at all. They're like, oh, this is stupid. Just like they did with daylight savings time. Just like they can do now still with daylight savings time, removing it and getting rid of it. But the fact that they, at some point, created time, like clocks and the measurement of time and the tracking of time. So whoever made it could have very easily been like, yeah, we're going to make it with a specific purpose in mind. So we're going to make it so that it does this XYZ for us. And we're only going to make it 24-hour days, fucking, random ass amounts of months, 12 months. And some months have 31 days and some have 28 days. And yeah, I don't know.
Something that just goes against our nature to make us feel like a little bit discombobulated. I don't know. Yeah, it's possible. Far Out Aliens said the Gerald story sounds like the abduction of the logger Travis Walton.
Oh, yeah, the guy that got abducted. That story's crazy. That it's on Netflix too. There's like a documentary about it, but he got abducted and then he was with like 3 friends or 4 friends, and then they were like suspecting the friends of killing him because they were all out in the woods, and then their friend disappears.
Yeah.
And so they literally were going to be arrested, or they were like literally being questioned for suspected murder. And then he shows up like 3 or 4 days later in a completely different town, like miles away from where he was. And
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's super interesting. The documentary is called I think it's just called Thomas or something. It's really good. And it's like probably one of the few abduction stories that I'm like, damn, that sounds legit. And there's 4 witnesses because Thomas and then his 3 buddies or 4 buddies. So there's multiple witnesses. And on top of it, there was like the police got involved. So there's like corroborating suspicions about him being legitimately disappeared and them having no idea and not being able to defend themselves because they're saying aliens abducted him.
Aliens took him.
And they're like, no, you guys definitely killed him then.
He's dead.
These guys are saying aliens. Okay, these guys are late for work and this is their excuse.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are late again. Killed your friend, man. Get it.
You were abducted by dolphins last week. This week, your friend was abducted by aliens. And then you were being questioned for his murder. Now, far-fetched, dude.
I said what I said real life is science fiction at this point. It's the damn Twilight Zone.
It does feel that way.
For real.
If you guys haven't seen the new Twilight Zone by Jordan Peele, it's on HBO, right? I think it's on HBO or Amazon.
HBO.
I think it's on Amazon.
Maybe it is Amazon, actually. I don't know.
I don't know. It's on one of those, but you should look it up if you haven't seen it. Super good.
I mean, it's just like all the Black Mirror episodes.
Yeah,
none of those
like Black Mirror.
None of those are all too far-fetched, to be real. We're living in the Twilight Zone.
Cinnamon roll _L. I have a question for you. You said funny story. Before my mom died, she kept seeing a cat in the bathroom, BR, I'm guessing bathroom, that didn't exist, at least in this reality. Later I saw it. Like you saw it in the bathroom or just like out in the wild, you saw the cat that your mom would describe seeing? Sage said the Rastafarians don't hold time in a high regard. They may have a point. Yeah.
Jobless.
Black Mirror is super good, by the way, Sage, because it's actually kind of, it gets scarier every year, in my opinion, because we get closer and closer to having that technology. And I'm firmly under the belief that we use film either preconditioning to get people used to the idea so that when it rolls out, we're used to it, or they're basing their technology on these. They're like, what are we going to work on next? Oh, well, Black Mirror had this cool thing, so let's like work on that. And then they do. And like some of the stuff they have in Black Mirror is like legitimately frightening on like a real existential level. You're like, holy we could be heading here.
Literally. I believe that.
Although I say with
Not
Black
far-fetched.
Mirror, I always tell everybody if you're going to start watching Black Mirror, start with the first season, but skip the first episode because it's kind of like, I'm just really kind of bewildered why they chose that to be the first episode. The one where the politician has to like bang a pig or something in front of people. Yeah, that was really weird. And like maybe save that for the last episode or something. I don't know. They're like people who are like, what's this show all about? And then they click that and that's the first episode. Like, you're like 60% of people are going to be like, yeah, that show really wasn't for me. But the second episode is really good. So that's what I always say. Start with the second one. Go back to the first one after a few episodes.
Agreed. Yeah,
Sorry to derail, but
yeah, that was wild.
Well, we should probably wrap things up.
yeah, we were at the 2-hour mark. I really enjoy our discussions. I learn a lot every week with everything. And thanks for bringing high quality information our way, Kim. And the Gerald story, which I would have never, like, even that article was like, if you've been living under a rock and you haven't heard the Gerald story, I'm like, I guess that's me. I have never heard that story before.
I'd never heard of it before either. So yeah, thanks for bringing this to light. Always weird information we're talking about. Always crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what we like to talk about around here.
What should we talk about next week?
Yeah, throw out some ideas, chat. What are we talking about next week? We also still
I
have
guess
Spirit
Bodhi-
cooking in the bank.
I guess Bodhi suggested that we talk about birds.
Birds?
Oh, yeah, no, but not just birds, Kim. Get out of here.
Well, I was hoping you would elaborate.
Tell me this isn't my son. I was like, I don't even remember what I said. We were talking about crows, and I was like, do you know that crows are super smart, and they'll bring their food into the, like, the road, and they'll leave it in the road if they need it to, like, be cracked up or make it into smaller pieces, and they'll have cars run over it for them.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're literally using tools at that point.
I've heard of that.
And so I was like, that's a really cool. I was telling him about that. And then I think I said something about a pigeon. And then he's like, yeah, did you know that some people think that pigeons are actually security cameras? And I was like, yes. And they also have never seen, like, I've never seen or heard anything about pigeon nests, or like, you never see like baby pigeons. You just see live, fully grown pigeons everywhere. Like, I've never seen a baby pigeon, whatever it looks like. You know, they're always like fully grown pigeons.
That's why people always say that birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real.
Birds aren't
They're
real.
all security listening
I feel like
devices.
not all birds are fake, but I feel like the pigeon theory is maybe possible.
I mean, it's interesting if nothing else. But Bodhi said that, and I was like, "You might be right, bud." And that's
Right, buddy.
it's a great topic for next week's Monday night live stream.
Be careful, boy. Going down something.
Crows are boss for
Pretty
sure. I
crazy.
think that they're massive now too. like,
Pigeonholes.
Pigeonholes.
we're going down the pigeonhole next week.
Freaking shrubs. Well, you know what they say. When you're with Crow, it's hard to decipher between a Colorado or California girl
You're dreaming in the
and
mountains.
dreaming in the mountains.
I love how often you say that, and it always is like prompted.
It's like you could start that out with, you could say when you're with Crow and then anything after that. Whatever.
Anything, dude.
When you're with Crow, it's hard to go to sleep.
Yeah, what does that even mean? When
I
you're
want to
with
know.
Crow?
Yeah, Sheryl Crow.
I think we were talking about Sheryl Crow,
Oh God,
Christina
no way.
Aguilar. Aguilar.
Fucking
I'll
great.
put that California on there.
Oh yeah, pigeons did used to deliver messages during the wars. I forgot about that. So they're legitimately smart.
Yeah, pigeon mail.
Well, we'll can it for next week, I guess. I mean,
didn't
if
know
that's
that.
what we really want to do, but that's just an idea.
That's why people always joke about, yeah, man, I'll send a pigeon.
Yeah.
Get your pigeon messenger out here.
Some week
I
soon,
don't
maybe
know
we
if I've
can.
heard that.
Maybe I don't know if this is like a full live stream's worth of a topic, but I definitely want to dive into the the mattress store conspiracy.
Mm.
Oh
about
yeah,
how they're just money laundering fronts.
I'll add that to the list.
I've dove into it a little bit. It's pretty interesting, to be honest, but I've never
How do they stay in
even
business?
I've never
for
even
so
been
dang
to a
long?
mattress store. I've been to a lot of stores that have mattresses, but I've never been to like a mattress firm or like a
We gotta-
mattress place.
We got to start by going. That's gonna be our next date night.
Yeah,
Checking out a
so
mattress store.
yeah, just see what kind of people are running. Can we meet the owner?
See you
Yeah.
around.
It's a franchise.
How many kids you got in here?
Yeah. You guys order through Wayfair or what's going on here? My dad ordered something. Oh, that massage chair, I think, was ordered through Wayfair.
Oh no.
Oh,
And so I was giving him shit. I was like, "Oh, you guys shop at Wayfair, huh?"
You know what goes on at Wayfair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, stay tuned this week, you guys. I haven't told anybody yet, but I'm gonna talk about the Artemis. So we'll talk about the ancient gods of NASA, Artemis and Apollo, twin sisters. Twinsies. I've been following. We were just watching the live stream earlier, watching them circle the moon, watching the solar eclipse from the dark side of the moon. I'm really sad they weren't blasting Pink Floyd. Like, it's literally a failed missed opportunity on NASA's part.
Yeah, they really should have. That 40-minute period that they were off, they should have just been on repeat.
Yeah, it should have just been on repeat. Just the whole Dark Side of the Moon album. Just boom, play that. Covers the 45 minutes. Nobody questions why it's dark for 45 minutes because they're like enjoying Pink Floyd.
They could play that the song from Mulan. The dark side of the moon. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that's such a bop.
Isn't that the
one.
She's all man, she's have the strength of a freezing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There's
Artemis
a banger.
countdown, guys, stops at 33 seconds. That's so funny. Did you know it was 322 feet tall?
Who?
The Artemis rocket.
Oh.
The Skull and Bones, 322 foot tall.
The Artemis
Although I
red
didn't know
rocket.
that. Actually, Bob Zombie, I did not know that about the stopping at 33 seconds, but I do now, and it's going in the video. You bet your bottom dollar.
You bet your bottom dollar. You bet your doggone bottom dollar.
All right, well, we're at 2 hours and 1 minute, so I'm going to go ahead and...
Stuck in your head now, huh?
Yeah.
It's okay, Millennials Best. I'm so glad you made it for the tail end, for the sign-off. But
Yeah.
For
definitely
real.
replay it. There's some good info in there. I learned something for sure.
Some great stuff in there. Seriously.
It's always so nice hanging out with everyone.
If you
I
guys
look
have
forward to this
pets-
every week.
If you guys have pets, you should try and see if they pass the mirror test.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Any
what
type of pet.
we're immediately going to go try doing that. after this.
We're going to go coax our animals into staring into a mirror.
We're just going to surround them with like 4 mirrors.
Look at it. Look at it.
Look at it.
Look at yourself. Look at yourself right now.
Yeah, the April Fool's thing literally kills me every time. I'm like, they could have chose any day. I mean, I know they have to do them on Pacific days and times to reach like optimum whatever the hell, because it's all moving.
Yeah.
But at the same time, April Fool's Day, really? You guys couldn't have chose one day later? Or...
Isn't it ironic?
Literally.
Don't you think?
Barbara Bush Crowley. That's actually a great one. That's a good call. That's a good call. Good idea.
Yo, make sure everybody out there, now that we're coming to a close here in a minute, share this live with your friends, family, 60 or 70 of them at least. And, just play this in the background if you gotta. Put it on mute.
Yeah, put this video on for your pets because
Put it on for your pets. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. The watch hours count. Everything matters. It all matters. You matter. We all matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it does
more
help
that
me
we
a
push
lot.
this out there, the more that maybe we can go live twice a week or 3 times a week. Who knows? I want to make this my full-time job. I want to help Nick more. I want to, we want to keep doing this thing.
100%.
we could go live more too if I wasn't working as much.
Yeah.
For real.
We could have like a midweek and a weekend
Yeah,
live.
just 40 to 50 of your closest friends and family. That's all.
That's
Exactly.
such a small
We're not
number.
asking for
It's-
much.
Yeah, it's not much at all. And once you share it to 40 or 50 of your friends and family members, then you can reach sober, like sparkling sober status.
Diamond, double diamond.
Double diamond
then-
elite status, and you can
Yeah.
get the pink Cybertruck.
That's how you start making money. Because once you start making money, all the people below you, when they make money, you make money too.
That's
so,
right. It's a whole pyramid scheme. It's
So
perfect.
yeah, like I said, just play this video for your animals when you leave for work every day. Just put it on my playlist, and helps me out more than you know. The best thing you can do if you really love a creator and you don't have money to donate to them, because I mean that's fleeting anyways. The best thing you can do is binge watch their videos.
100%.
Because it tells YouTube that their channel keeps you on YouTube for longer, and YouTube loves that.
Show YouTube how addicted you are to us.
Show YouTube your addiction levels are high
B
for
said-
sobering stories.
B said, "Okay, thanks. My dog,
Oh,
my
yeah,
dog
yeah,
will
hang
love
on.
this."
Cat's here. I'll put the Discord up. I will tell you right now, I'm super inactive on the Discord. Although Adair is she's the goat. She manages the Discord for me pretty well. She's always posted my videos.
Yeah.
But let me see what it is.
Oh, Cinnamon Roll L says, "Start giving away teas for likes, subs, and comments." That's a good idea.
Giving away what?
T-shirts.
Yeah, you could do like giveaways every once in a while.
I mean, I have to have the t-shirts to do that. So maybe I can buy a bunch of t-shirts and print a bunch, and then I can do that for sure. Because right now it's all made to order stuff. But if I bought a bunch of blank t-shirts myself, it'd be a little cheaper, and I could make a bunch of them.
True. Yeah,
So
let's do it.
Because they would probably let me do the prints for free.
True.
Hang on, I'm getting this.
Let's start it right now.
I don't ever use Discord
Let's start right now.
account.
Whoever leaves the most comments.
That's too
too
easy.
late.
That's
It's
too
too
easy.
late.
That's too easy.
Oh, Chandra.
$100 in the chat.
Said Mia, or is it Mia or Maya? Would love a shout out from Kim. Oh my gosh, Mia. Hello. How you doing?
Mia, what is up?
Hey, we'll shout out anybody out there that wants to be shouted out, honestly. You just shout out your name in the chat, we'll shout you out real fast. Also, Scared Shiftless keeps asking us,
there we go.
Nick, when we're going to be going, back-to-back live again, too. Honestly, that one's always up in the air. It really is a good question. I don't know. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, we kind of just go on whenever we have time and think about it. And it's not often, I'll say that. But we can definitely do that soon because, I don't know, that's how I like steam out and have fun. And here's the Discord. I just finally put it in there. But yeah, the Discord's cool. And if you guys have stuff to share, definitely, you know what? I should make that a part of my daily routine. I'm trying to get better about checking my emails, and I'm trying to get better about other stuff. So this could be one of those. Try and check Discord.
Check Discord.
But yeah, so if you guys want to post stuff in there, you have stuff to share, feel free to do that. If you want to put topic ideas in there, feel free to do that. I always take topic ideas. I can't promise I'll get to it right away. I get Bill Cooper all the time. I'm waiting for 9/11 next year or this year to talk about Bill, just so you guys know. Because he deserves a proper dive, dude. And I don't want to rush it. He deserves the properest of proper dives. Plus, his story is crazy, dude. Dude, the whole story is crazy.
Cinnamon Roll L says that she should win because it was her idea. She's probably right.
Cinnamon,
and then
yeah, for sure. That's a good idea.
they said, I want a magical Barbara Bush shirt with a wizard hat.
Barbara Bush.
That's awesome. Oh, that'd be great. I will consider that as an idea because that's a pretty good idea. If you guys haven't seen the Fall of the Cabal Janet Ossabard video too, just go watch that. I'm sure you have because you guys are loyal as hell. But yeah, super good. I'm proud of that one as well. Also, weird story.
Also, play it for your dogs.
I said what I said, I'm trying to get better about not checking my emails. I blocked someone that ghosted me. Yeah, stay away from them.
Yeah, I'm just doing it because you guys email me all the time, and I just feel bad. Like, there's all these emails just chilling in my inbox from, like, December, and I'm like, well, I can't really respond now. I mean, if I can read it and see if I can respond, if it's, like, something time-sensitive that's not worth it.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to get better about that. But otherwise, yeah, I swear, before I started doing social media, I was not a scroller. I did not use social media. I was really good about texting people back all the time, and my email was always cleared out. So I don't know what's going on.
Dude, people underestimate.
We're just burnt out. We're just doing too much.
People underestimate how long it takes to respond. Like, even when I have, like, text message conversations with clients or whatever, or even just people hit me up, or, like, even all the people that I give them my card at the club when I'm like, here, I'll send you the photos, blah, blah, blah. And I have, like, 15 of them in my or my, like, unopened messages or whatever on Instagram or the hidden messages.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, oh, my gosh. This is going to take me hours to go through this just to go find them, go find the photos, send it to them. I get it to most people. I definitely get them out as much as I can. But
Yeah.
The Unabomber.
People underestimate
Good
how
one.
long that kind of stuff takes.
It gets overwhelming.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I think everybody feels that sometimes. That's why we all try to disconnect as much as we can from time to time. But the longer you disconnect, you realize, oh my gosh, I turned my phone back on. Stressed out now.
Yes. What you doing, babe?
Amy's about to give me an EFTA number, I think.
Oh.
Epstein files. You guys heard of the Epstein files?
Never heard of them.
No, only X-Files. Is that like a TV show or something?
Yeah, it's a TV show. No, it's Five Nights at Epstein's. It's a video game.
David Duchovny Island.
Sounds too dark.
33-degree small
thing.
PP. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I was waiting for her to give me that number so I could write it down and look into it later. But some gross ass chair.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah,
It
tune
was
in
nice
next
hanging
time.
out. We look forward to another one.
Oh yeah, the Discord name is probably something. It's just Sobering Stories -DJ Petrovsky. There's like a discussion board. Actually, it's just Sobering Stories Discord. And yeah, there's a discussion board, and then there's a sober agenda that's from when I was on TikTok from a completely separate era of my life. So that you can look at it if you want. It's just pointless at this point. So.
Wait, Cinnamon Roll L. I really do think we should get you a T-shirt for that idea because I think it's a great idea. So, how should she reach out to you?
Yeah,
send them an email.
Either email me or hit me up on Instagram. If you can hit me up on Instagram, I'll find it way faster and we can actually talk easier. I feel like because email is such a like old school, like takes time for me to get back, and I feel like it's just longer. So if you can email or hit me up on Instagram, do that. And all my links are in my description on my channel. There's a link tree and you can hit that up in my biome. And yeah, there's also an email there. So if you can't message me, because some people say that they can't message me because it's like sends it to the other inbox, then just shoot me an email. Because like I said, I'm trying to get better about checking them daily. But,
love you guys.
Yeah. And then yeah, I can get your address and I'll ship you a shirt for sure.
Heck yeah.
Take care, everybody.
All right, sleep
Have
safe.
a good week.
And
stay sober.
Stay sober and
stay away from dolphins.
Stay away from dolphins.
Love everybody. Have a great week.
Bye. Good night.